Aloha guys, welcome to another After Effects tutorial. My name is Jayla Scanlon, and in the last tutorial we were looking at all these different types of layers, and we added a bit of a glow effect to our adjustment layer. And so today we're going to eliminate all of these and we're going to just concentrate on one layer. So which you can select single layers, or you can actually hold shift and go down, and you can select a lot of layers and then you can hit delete and get rid of them. So we're just going to concentrate on one layer today because I'm going to show you about scale, position, opacity, and rotation within a layer. And these things will be important for you when it comes time to use these with the elements that you have. So right now we have our wallpaper, and if you click on this arrow, it's got transform tools, and if you select that, we now have some more tools that we have to use, which are for this layer exactly. So we have the position, the scale, rotation, and opacity. So each of them I'm going to go through one by one, and just a quick definition about them and what they do. So position is obviously the position of your image or footage. As you can see, the numbers are starting to move right over here when I am moving this image around. And so obviously the position of the image, it has position data at the bottom here that shows you where that position, that image or that footage is located. Now the scale has to do with the actual size of your image, and when you scale it up or down, as you can see when I move it around, um, let's go back. So to the scale, it doesn't do anything, it actually moves just the position. The scale has to do with the size, and if you click and drag across, as you can see, it's starting to scale up and down. So scale by definition just means the size ratio. So as you can see, the percentage that shows the percentage of the size of the image. So at 100%, so if we can actually type it in at 100%, this is how the image, the correct size of the image, but you can adjust it to make it smaller depending. And so, you know, if you kept it at that, that's really nice. I like it. I like being able to see the whole thing. Next is our rotation, and so the rotation obviously has to do with the rotation of the image, and you can use the rotation tool, which we've already covered in a previous tutorial, but it's good to be able to know that the rotation of the layer is found within your transform tools. And also later on I'm going to teach you the different keyboard shortcuts that can bring up all these different how do you use that? These different effects. And so rotation, the last one is opacity. Opacity has to do with the transparency and the solidity of an image. I don't even know if that's a word, but I'll show you what I mean. Right now it's 100%, so obviously the image is solid, but as we go down we start to see it fade and disappear. So obviously 0, nothing, 100, um, the whole thing, and you can kind of see how we can use that effect later on, a fade in, fade out type effect. But just remember that the definitions for these, when it comes time to explain it, is that your position has to do with the actual placing of an image or footage, and the data is recorded next to um, the position preference, and then with the scale that has to do with the adjustment of the size of the image or footage. Rotation has to do obviously with the axis of the image or footage, whether it's on a 90-degree or what have you, and we can set that to 0. And then we have your opacity, which has to do with the transparency or the actual how solid or how transparent an image or footage will be. And that's it for this tutorial. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have any other questions, be sure to let me know. But in the next tutorial, we'll start covering keyframing, and we'll start looking at these things which are called stopwatch. Oh, before I finish, you can click to get to the transform tools, but there's actually an easier way of doing it. If you click on the layer and you hit P on the keyboard, it brings up the position. And then if you hit R, brings up rotation, T brings up opacity, and S brings up scale. And then if you hold shift and you bring up another, you can bring up multiple multiple tools for you to be able to use. But that's it from me. Thank you for watching. See you in the next tutorial.